Namaste and welcome to all the wonderful women out there. I'm Shravya, the founder and CEO of Vidyan Healing, and I welcome you all to today's very crucial but important session. So, this session is about a topic which, when we hear the word, when we hear the word feels very heavy, but it is very important to understand actually this word or this term gives us freedom. So today we are going to discuss about responsibility. Wait, don't go away after listening this word. See, it has been directed or put forward from the society or family's perspective in a way that whenever we feel or hear about the word responsibility, the first thing which comes to our mind is duty, pressure, sacrifice, heaviness, burden. That's why when a question is asked in school, college, or even in the office, who will take this responsibility? You will hardly see people coming forward raising hand that I will take it, because the synonyms of responsibility which is there in people's mind is heaviness, sacrifice, unnecessary burden. But what if I tell you responsibility is actually a way for freedom? Responsibility is equal to freedom. So just divide the words, the single word responsibility. It says response plus ability. That means the ability to respond to life, situation, or people consciously. The ability to respond to life consciously. And how do you respond to life consciously? First of all, by not blaming ourselves, by not carrying everyone else's problem in our mind, by not punishing our own selves for others' mistakes. True responsibility simply means this is my life and I choose how I respond to it. That is called responsibility. The moment responsibility becomes a choice and not an obligation, it changes the entire game. What if someone comes and tells you, hey, choose from the two options? How do you feel? You will feel very powerful. You will feel very honored that, okay, I'm getting options to choose. That means I'm given a preference, a leverage to decide. And that everyone likes, that every woman likes, where she has been given a choice, where she has been given a level or a state where she can choose. Similarly, responsibility is also a choice that we do it consciously. So, responsibility is actually a freedom, but it was never offered as a freedom for women, but it was given as a duty. Like from a very young age, the girl is trained that be responsible for the family's happiness, be responsible for relationships, be responsible for adjusting, isn't it? So, responsibility here is linked with self sacrifice. So, hence, what happens even before a woman steps into a role or a relationship, before itself, she feels exhausted. Tell me how many of people or girls actually feels, when they're entering a relationship that, wow, I'm entering a relationship, to a feeling that, oh my God, I'm entering a relationship. In this era, mostly the second thing happens where they say, oh my God, how the life will be, because it already feels heavy. But this was never the case before. So the conditioning and programming has changed now. So we must understand what is real responsibility. Responsibility is where you take action. where you are not waiting for the circumstances to change, for the people to understand, for the motivation to come, for life to improve on its own. No, you don't wait, but you take action. By waiting slowly, what happens? You wait. Yes, one day the things will change. One day the right people will come. One day right opportunities will come. Telling this to ourselves when we just wait, what happens? We slowly start giving the power to something external. We may not realize this, but deep inside we feel the life is not in our hands. And that is where the frustration, anger, and helplessness are born. So, what happens the moment you take responsibility? What happens when you start choosing what you want? The moment you start taking responsibility, the shift happens. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And instead, you ask, what can I do from here to make it work? You stop blaming people, past, or situations. And you start moving. As I said, aggressive moving is not needed, forceful moving is not needed, but movement is needed. So, responsibility is nothing but you start taking the small steps for whatever change you wish to see. If a person is in level of A, he wants to go to B. But how can he go from A to B? Movement. If he is in B, he wants to go to C. How can he do that? Movement. I am in Bangalore. I want to go to Bhutan. How do I go? Movement. Anywhere from one place to reach the other place, movement is needed, and movement comes through actions. So, could be a smallest, tiniest decision to the major decision in your life. When you take it consciously, that brings a great relief, and that is responsibility. So, what happens when you become responsible? You reconnect to your inner authority. I recently met a woman, and she was telling me that before her marriage, how her father was taking the decisions on her behalf, and after marriage, although the situations has slightly improved, but still now the husband takes decisions on her behalf. Before, the father used to take 100% decisions, now the husband takes 70 to 80% of the decisions, but the decisions are taken by someone else. So, what happens over the period of time when constantly someone else is deciding for you? Although, yes, in many cases, the women or anyone may feel, yes, the person who's taking decision for us has a better exposure of life, but still, somewhere we disconnect from ourselves. It's like we have given the keys of our life in others' hands and we are telling, hey, just do whatever you want, I'll follow the instructions. Now you question yourself, how far is it right? See, seeking guidance from others is different, and totally giving decisions in others' hand is different. The decision should always be taken by self, seeking guidance from external factors or internal factors, which is also called as intuition. You should know, okay, this is where I am, this is where I want to go, and these are the steps I want to take. Now, how to reach your destination? In that, you can take guidance of a mentor, of a guru, of your spouse, of your parents, of your in-laws, of your children, of the society or of the community. But finally, decision should be yours. What happens if you decide, you take your response, you take your decisions, you move forward, mistakes will happen. We Nobody is a perfectionist here. Mistakes can happen, and it might not happen. The probability is 50-50. But what is important is we remember and we are aware of the fact that mistakes is not equal to punishments. Mistakes are information which tells us, hey, next time don't do it this way, do that way. Now I want to go to Bangalore airport and I've taken a cab at my flight is at 4 p.m. and I've taken a cab at 1 and I have reached late. There was a lot of traffic in between. Is that a mistake? It could be a calculation error, but it's not a mistake. I got stuck in traffic. I could have even missed my flight. But that does not say, hey, I had made a mistake. But I should just tell myself that when my flight is at 4, I should not start at 1, but I should start at 12. So what did I do? The missed flight has given me a information, and hence I'll correct it next time. And next time I'll start at 12. So you understand any kind of while making a decision, while going forward in life, there will be both pros and cons. Mistakes are nothing but informations of how to do things in a different way for a better results the next time. So mistakes are not punishments and it is okay to make mistakes. In fact, the person who achieves success in a single attempt and a person who achieves success after 10 attempts of failure, the second category of person who has achieved success after 10 different experiences is a richer person. So maybe the person who's taking decisions on your behalf might take the right decisions, but in that you lose a lot of experiences, you lose a lot of self confidence, and tomorrow when you have to stand on your own, that could be tomorrow, that could be after 10 years, or that could be even in the next lifetime. There will be a lot of fear inside you to take decisions. I see, youngsters, youth, or people who are in their teens, they're very afraid to take decisions. When you see their family, they're very open minded people, they encourage their kids a lot, but still they're very fearful to take decisions. Why? Because it is coming from their past life patterns, where in their past lives they were not allowed to take decisions or they did not take decisions and they have just given it to someone else. And hence, this lifetime, although they have chosen a better environment for themselves, they have chosen freedom for themselves, they have chosen better parents for themselves, they have chosen an open community for themselves, still the inner fear which is rooted from the past lifetimes doesn't allow them to take decisions, doesn't allow them to take their own responsibility. So, one suggestion that I would give to all these people is remember, you have to reprogram your mind saying responsibility is equal to freedom. And in the path of responsibility, you will take a lot of decisions which could be right, which could be wrong, but both are experiences and both are equally important for your growth. When you go forward with this mindset, lot of things will shift in your life. The day I started Vidhyan healing, from that day I started becoming more responsible. Before, even sometimes I used to feel, what if, this much responsibility I cannot take? What if, I may fail? These kind of thoughts have popped up in my mind occasionally before. But once Vidhyan healing started, there was no time to think about all those things. My vision is to empower all the 4.1 billion women on this earth by teaching them the right practice, that is Anapanasati meditation, by empowering them rightly, by giving them the right information about emotional well being, mental clarity, and on how to handle relationships and how to be aligned with your inner. In order to do all these things, I have to take actions. Just by sitting at home will not help. You have to be available to people. You have to go out, teach meditation. You have to organize yagnas where people come and meditate. You have to reach out to every single woman, give her, provide her the clarity that she needs, which happens through the regular counselings that I take. There are many women who are just in that verge of transformation, but they need that push for them. The spiritual tours and retreats happens through which women join, and we all go to Himalayas, we meditate there, we have a wonderful tour, we have a wonderful get together, and we grow a lot in a very short period of time. So all these kind of things needs actions. For taking actions, you need to decide. For deciding those things, you have to take responsibility. But when you know the fact that responsibility is equal to freedom, you they take the responsibility with a very light heart, with a very easiness, and with a very simple and straightforward approach. So when I know that when I take responsibility, it will not just give me freedom, but it will give freedom to so many women on this earth, then I take that responsibility with a lot of ease. Lot of women come to me and they ask, in such a young age, how did you start all these things? From where do you get the courage to do things? We want to do things, but we can't do. Something is stopping. That something is the fear of taking actions, because responsibility to you feels as a burden. And for me, responsibility feels as freedom, because I know the right information. And today I'm here providing that right information to all of you. So, my dear women, start taking responsibilities. Start taking your own decisions. Start taking actions. Start moving forward in your life. Every day, one action. Every day, one small decision. Every day, accepting more and more of responsibility will give lot of freedom in your life. And any women who are struck, who feels that I need clarity, I have everything, but these things are still missing, or I don't know from where to take guidance, then for all of you, go to the description and there is a link below. And by clicking on that link, you can take a one-on-one counseling with me. And I give this counselings only to women to spiritually empower them. So thank you very much, my dear masters. We will all connect again next week. All of you have a great day ahead. Bye bye.